So what does Black Wall Street Media, what would that contribute to the mental health services, do you think, or mental
Okay,
health
so
support?
Black Wall Street Media, um, I is going to be launched this year officially.
Ah, okay.
Um, the idea behind it is to really help to change the narrative around how, for example, people of color are perceived.
Mm-hmm.
I put a lot of stuff out there on social media showing people of color in leadership roles.
Okay.
Um, and so it's there to inspire young people
Mm-hmm.
that there is more opportunity out there than being an athlete or or a rock
Yeah.
star or a rapper.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
um, and but there's so much more behind Black Wall Street Media. It's what I want it to be able to do is create jobs and opportunity for
Right.
people from um, underrepresented backgrounds,
Mm.
and I want it to be inclusive to all
Okay.
at the same time.
Yeah.
Um, so the idea is the money that is also generated by Black Wall Street Media, I
Mm.
want it to be used to go back into the community to
Right.
uplift the community.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, it really will belong to the community and the next generation.
It sounds incredible. It sounds like a huge undertaking and a great achievement as you're going along at the same time. And this is your,
Yeah,
so your policing is your day job, and this is
yes.
your evening spare
This is
time work.
yeah. Some people say this is my side hustle, but yeah. I mean,
Well, it's a
policing.
great side. It's a very good side hustle, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very passionate about um, my community
Yeah.
and seeing my community thrive. And when I say my community, I mean everyone.
Yeah.
Um, and and one thing I've recognized in my work in policing is when I come across so many young people and people I have to arrest. Um, Often it's the case that they feel that they have no other opportunity,
Mm,
which is why they go down the road of crime. And
right.
in actual fact, they are so talented. I mean,
Yeah.
you see some of the music
Yeah.
videos and stuff they put out on
Yeah.
YouTube. There's just a wealth of talent, and
Exactly.
we're this country's missing a trick here. There's a lot of opportunity to be had if we just grab that talent and
Yeah.
utilize it.
So is that where Black Wall Street Media is looking to utilize that talent from all those people to say, actually, there's a platform here, because going down the road of crime can also lead to mental distress,
Yeah,
and not just for the individual but their surrounding family and friends, because
yeah,
now you're going in a different direction, which I'm assuming most young people don't go out of their way to intend to, but they may end up going in that direction. So you're really trying to throw out a lifeline, aren't you, to say, look, there is a different option. Because as you were saying, some
absolutely,
people think there are no other options when there are always options.
absolutely. And I mean, when I was growing up, I didn't feel there were many opportunities for me
Right.
at that time.
Okay.
There are more opportunities now, but it's still very difficult. Um, but and also, I was lucky in the fact that I had good mentors around me
Yeah.
in terms of people I could look up to.
Mm.
And I So with everything I've just explained to you,
Yeah,
I want to be able to bring mentorship
yeah,
and
yeah,
that guidance, to make sure that they do succeed, which is why I try and link in with as many influencers and people already doing great work out there, because it's
yeah,
important that we work together.
yes,
um,
yeah.
so,
Mental health, or the kind of promotion and the development of mental health is a community effort now, not just
yes,
one or two organizations struggling to kind of raise the understanding of it, but it does require everybody involved. So I have a
yes,
question here.
okay.
Um, in looking back at your life and all your experiences, um, do you think that you ever had, was there any discussion when you was younger about promoting and taking care of your mental health? Was that ever a talking point with family members or friends?
Never.
No.
It was never ever a talking point. No, no. It's only, you know, like I said, in the last 5 years, um, it has become a talking point, and it's strange because my mum's a retired nurse,
Mm.
and although she believed that she understood what mental health was about, in actual
Yeah,
fact, she didn't.
yeah, yeah,
So I've had to educate her through my
yeah,
experience,
yeah.
um, and her friends, and they, and yeah. So we're all learning. We're all learning.
So I was going to ask, following that, what have you learned from this? What do you think the community as a whole has learned from that? Where now there's so much talk about it, whereas before it was almost like a taboo subject.
Yeah, because there's so much more talk about it now. Because really, mental health is really the for me, it's the way forward in terms of unlocking a lot of the issues we have in society.
Yeah,
For example, young people, some of them, when they're stopped and searched, you will see how they react.
yeah,
They react, they're frustrated,
yeah,
um, and that's because when you're getting stopped and searched all the time, it brings a trauma,
yeah,
it brings a
yeah.
shame,
Mm,
and also they play it out through how they behave. So
yeah, yeah,
it's really, but when you can understand to not let your emotions dictate how you behave,
yes.
and really learn to control those emotions, which is what we need to teach young people.
Mm,
um, they will feel a lot better about themselves, um, and
yeah.
make better decisions.
And that's interesting because um, if growing up, now becoming a mature adult, you hadn't learnt that, or many people hadn't learnt how to manage their feelings and emotions about things. A lot of people have probably believed that I think this way, therefore it is, when um, maybe not having the guidance or support to really reflect more deeply about issues and problems um, would have probably lowered the distress that a person goes through, would have reduced the kind of trauma. But as you were saying, there's different things that would occur for people, like young people that are stopped and searched all the time. And we hear of deaths in police custody, and all sorts of different things. It starts to build a bit of a layer, doesn't it? And starts to cause issues in the mind about, gosh, life is dangerous. I have to protect myself, and I'm not safe, or um, life is to be feared. Do you think that that's a reality that may cause some mental distress for people?
I think I don't think it's a reality.
Mm,
I think it's something that has been put into our minds,
mm,
and it doesn't allow us to find our full potential,
mm,
because there's that fear.
yeah,
So I think it's about um, rebooting the brain, really, which is what I've had to do,
yeah,
and unlearn everything that I've been taught, and relearn it,
right,
and know that yes, I can achieve, I can do this, I can do that,
yeah,
um, and building that confidence, as I said at the beginning. Um, and that's what I meant by that, building that confidence,
yeah,
um, and that's what we need to do with um, you know not just the young people. I think us more mature people, we also need to do that.
yes,
Um,
yeah,